and all those people. So I don't want to engage in that conversation right now, because it is time for a book that changed how I look at life. I'm halfway through the book right now, and I must say, wow. So far, so good. I'm enjoying this book. It is called Heaven on Earth, and it is written by Dr. Boitumelo Pheetla, apparently better known among her circle of friends as Dr. S. Bessie. Do they call you Bessie or Dr. Bessie?
Bessie.
Oh, Bessie. Welcome to Northwest FM. Welcome to the sanctuary, Bessie.
Thank you very much, Daddy.
Heaven on Earth, through my grandfather's life. What is this book all about, and what do you want the listener to get from this hardcover book? I must say, having it in my hands right now, hardcover. Very rare to find hardcover books these days. What do you want the listener to learn from this?
All right. Thank you for this opportunity, Daddy Hector. First of all, maybe just to introduce myself.
Please do.
Yes. So I would say I'm the grandchild to the late legendary J.L. Mogale from Kamurezele, Limpopo. And I'm the firstborn child to Madulo Mudikanalo Mamburu, a wife to Dr. Mashego Pheetla, a mother to two amazing kids, Victor and Victoria. Academically qualified with a medical degree and an MBA degree. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a speaker, I'm an author, I'm a mentor and a coach. So in summary, the philosophy of heaven on earth. So this is mainly the consciousness of realizing that we do not have to postpone experiencing heaven for after death, but rather to realize and embrace the reality that both heaven and hell are real life experiences on this very earth. I'll give an example. Hell on earth, we refer to directly being sick. Can be hell. Yes. Having pain can be hell. Yes. Living in poverty can be hell. It's actually hell, not that it can be. Living in injustices, in oppression, violation, being ignorant, that is hell on earth. Yes. While we can compare that to heaven on earth, which is in summary just knowing and understanding that you're a creator and knowing what a creator can do, creating their own circumstances. Yes. What inspired this philosophy? This was inspired basically by the life of my grandfather that I wrote the book. Yeah, before we go to grandfather, and I really loved his story, and I'm grateful that, we know of Dr. Nbundate Maponya, and yet there are so many other entrepreneurs who thrived and flourished during the dark times of apartheid. But before we go to him, this heaven on earth concept and philosophy, now, we grew up knowing one day, it's 39 degrees has next. But one day, really long fisang with satana foroko are pendula so every day ali busy corona. Are you saying that is not what is going to happen to humanity? Because it looks like some people actually are wishing or let it happen fast, even if they want to help satani who be really. So are you saying that is not the concept of hell? It's not going to be that way? Yes, I can leave that one specifically to the theologians because obviously that is what they study usually. But I'll rather focus on the life that we're living now, the real life that we're in now. For people to take charge right now compared to delaying what they can experience now and compared to not taking responsibility of really directing their own ships while they're still alive and suffering right now. Okay, so your concept is that look, after death, I will not engage in that. Let me focus on heaven, experiencing heaven or hell here on planet Earth, and that's your aim with this book. And you wanted to tell us who inspired this concept. Tell us. Yes. So now the life and passing of my grandfather, J.L. Mogale, actually brought an awakening to my life. Because I realized that this is just an ordinary African man, if you can refer him as such, from a rural area, Kaskukune, Limpopo, with a poor family background, but who succeeded in building a business empire, multi-million business empire, with no BEE support. In a hostile apartheid era in South Africa, and we all know what apartheid did to black people without making an excuse, but it had a huge impact. Then for me, I suddenly noticed him the legend that he was only a few months before he would pass on at the age of 91. This was in 2011. At the time, I was frustrated because I was doing a lot of things in my life, and I was really questioning if I could continue multitasking, having a lot of interest at the same time. I was a medical doctor. I was managing my practice and my husband's medical practice. I was organizing women conferences. I was doing public speaking. I was going to high schools, mentoring. I'm still a mother and a wife and all the other roles. But then it suddenly hit me that I'm not doing much compared to what he had already done in much more hostile environments.
Yes.
Then he became somebody who basically approved. It's almost like he gave me approval that I should leave heaven on earth. I should explore my gifts, my talents. Those are my gifts, and I should do most with what I have without having to look outside, because I already have everything that I need within me. But I should maximize all of that. And I realized that, the whole heaven thing was that when I looked and studied his life, I realized he was really blessed with all the promises that God talks about in the Bible. The wisdom, the long life, the healthy life, the fruitful life, the peaceful life, and a peaceful death. So that's when I defined that, oh my God, actually we are living here either to create and experience heaven, or not do nothing and experience hell on earth.
I must say I appreciate your excellence, and I'm looking at the sleeve of this book. I'm looking at the fact that it's hardcover, very rare to find hardcover books these days, and it's got 8 chapters. Let me see, Heaven on Earth, that's chapter 1, Heaven on Earth background, and then chapter 2, biography of James Lesheleba Mogale, J.L. Mogale, as is known around Sekhukhune, with all his businesses there, filling stations, supermarkets and everything. And chapter 3, Heaven on Earth through his eyes, and issues of steadfast vision, undisturbed character, respect and honors family. Oh, which I loved. Also the health one, where you're saying that he took care of his health. Fizzy drinks were very scarce in his life, and also the discipline that he would step into his own store and even buy. He didn't say, it's my store, I'm just going to take it for free. I enjoyed that chapter. And then chapter 4, process of bitumeloing, and I'm on it at the moment, and I love the finance part of it. Chapter 5, positioning for heaven on earth, and then chapter 6, we're talking serving heaven on earth, and chapter 7, heaven's earthly inheritance, and the last chapter is your last moment with your grandfather. Now, we are out of time. We need to wrap up right now. Just one reason why a listener should get this book.
Yes, it's about time, in summary, that we start writing and sharing our own real, successful, relevant African stories, and trusting and loving who we are as Black Africans, and we stop idolizing the Western way of doing things, so that we can consciously intend to experience a tangible heaven on this very earth. So anyone who's looking for inspiration, affirmation, for endless possibilities on this earth should get this book.
Heaven on Earth through my grandfather's life, reflecting on the lessons from the life of J.L. Mogale, an ordinary Black African man, self-made multimillionaire during the apartheid era in South Africa. A book by Dr. Boitumelo Phetla. Thank you so much for sharing your Sunday with us today.
Yes, thank you so much. And can I just mention my website?
Oh, yes, please, yeah.
Yes, my website is www.heavenonearthgroup.co.za. All the information otherwise will be there.
Okay.
heavenonearthgroup.co.za.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much once again for giving us your time this Sunday, and once again for proving that it's not about blacks don't read. We read and we write as well. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
All the best.